Hello folks, in this tutorial we're going to be looking at video transitions in Adobe Premiere Pro. Now a video transition is a method of cutting from shot to shot in a way that's slightly more stylized than a normal cut. So as an example, I've got a cut from this road sign to this light in a corridor. They match quite nicely, but at the moment it's a fairly blunt cut. I want to fade the two together. So to do that, I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to look for the more stylized video transitions that will take me from shot to shot. I'm going to open Video Transitions, open Dissolve, grab Cross Dissolve and put it over the top of the two clips. This little warning comes up though, insufficient media. Let's explain what's happened there. Now, I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to give you an idea of what's happened. Let's just go a little bit more closer into the timeline. If I drag these two clips apart, let's explain why it said there was insufficient media for a fade. If we look at this clip here, I'm going to grab the end of it. You can trim it back, but if you try and trim it off to the right, there is no more media. There are no frames. There's nothing on that side. And it's the same with this clip. I can trim it that way, but if I try and pull it over that way, there's no more media, there are no frames. So that's empty space here, and it's empty space here. So when I try to join the two together, and I'll just show you one more time, I put the cross dissolve on it, it said, well hang on, there are no frames on either side of that clip. So you can put it on and it will do its best to try and mash the clips together, and actually it will look to the eye like the crossfade does work. But it's not really best practice to do so. One of the ways you can get round it is actually to trim each clip back a little bit, like so. There and there. Now, although it looks like there's empty space between it, cross dissolve is quite a clever little fellow. When I now bring the clips together, it will think that in between that space there are now frames it can play with. So I'm going to grab Cross Dissolve, park it on there, and you'll find no warning comes up, and you can now smoothly dissolve from shot to shot. If you click on Cross Dissolve there, you can delete it and it's gone. There are other ones you can play with, although I've got to be honest, I think some of them are a little bit cheesy. As an example, you've got a page peel. Peels a page over from one shot to another. You've also got, let's say, a wipe. Here we go, let's park that on there. And that will just do a straightforward wipe across the two images. They're not bad, but in all honesty, they're the sort of thing that you might use for a fairly straightforward promo, maybe some advertising work, or maybe some very basic music video work. In all honesty though, the one you're probably going to use the most would be the standard cross dissolve or fade from shot to shot. And just to remind you, let's pull the clips back out again to their full extent. If there's no media on this side of the clip, or this side of the clip, if you try and put the cross dissolve on it like so, won't like it at all. So remember, trim the clips back a little bit to give the cross dissolve a bit of space, join them together, and your cross dissolve transition will now run smoothly. Okay folks, thanks for listening. See you in the next tutorial.